What's going on, Blues? Welcome back to Life as an Evertonian, and welcome to this very special episode of What Everton Means to Me. And I've got my very special guest with me today, Everton fan, lifelong Everton fan, Cristian Darracott. Welcome, Chris.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Ryan.
How are you keeping, mate? You well?
Not too bad. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, so Chris, we met at the Roma friendly. Am I right in saying?
We did, yeah. The Trinity Bar place, yeah.
And you said to me that you was already subscribed to my channel, etc. And we had a good chat that day, didn't we?
We did. I am subscribed to your channel.
Um, Tell me a little bit about yourself, Chris, because um, you've got a lot of history behind Everton. Where does it all start from?
Well, my dad really, he was a lifelong Blue. He made his debut in 1968 playing for Everton,
There you go.
and 10 years he spent in his playing career. He finished in 1978, left, went to Wrexham. Went to Tulsa Roughnecks in America. Did the season there, come home, went to Wrexham, did the season there, and unfortunately that was it. He got a career-ending injury, and he ended up coming back to Everton to be coach, youth team coach, and then progressed to reserve. Well, it was reserve team then, reserve team coach. Then first team coach and then assistant manager. Then he had to break in between there. And then he went to he come back to Everton. I think it was 86 season. And he did another 3 years. I think it was something like 16 years, maybe, in all, 17 years he did with the club.
Wow. What was his
So,
career ender, Chris? What ended his career? What injury?
it was the tackle. I mean, already had bad problems with his knees. He'd already had his cartilages removed
Right.
out of his left leg. And he'd always struggled with knee injuries, my dad. And he went in for the tackle and that was it. He just popped his knee and it was never recovered from it.
Well, let's be honest, Chris. Your dad knew how to go in. We tackled him, don't we? We've
But
seen.
yeah, I watched one on YouTube. I put it on my own YouTube channel, and it was my dad, and you could see the ball as well gone past. And my dad was one of them. If the ball went past him, then the player had no chance. He wasn't getting, and it was one of them tackles.
Yeah.
And the ref called him over, and he didn't even yellow card him or anything. Where if we'd have done that tackle now, we'd have probably got a lifetime ban, to be honest.
A
Some of the tackles.
lifetime ban.
I'm telling you, some of the tackles he did then.
Yeah. A
But he was
modern
hard men,
day,
one
a
of them.
modern day Tarkovsky challenge.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. And then I watched him take a throw in, and he was stood on the touchline. He didn't take a run up because the players them days, he just stood on the touchline and threw the ball.
Yeah.
And he threw it right into the middle of the 18-yard box from the touchline. I couldn't believe it. So they had long throwers then in the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
70s. Too.
Well, Christian, obviously, mate, I did meet your dad very, very briefly because I used to work for Blackburn Rovers, and I think I'm right in saying when I was there, he was a scout.
Yeah,
Is that
before
right?
that's true. He spent 14 years or more at Blackburn too.
Yeah.
Kenny Dalglish rang him up and asked him to go,
Yeah.
and he started off as a youth team coach. And the season after, they won the Premier League.
Yeah.
So
1995, mate. They were a good
yeah,
team then.
that decade he played, that 70s team, that was outstanding.
Yeah.
And you've got to say the players that they had, Mick Lyons and Bob Latchford and all them,
Yeah.
Andy
Yeah.
Kane, all of them outstanding. Never won the league.
No.
So it was good for my dad to finally win a Premier. Well, Division One it would have been then, but you know what? With a Premier League trophy.
Of course, yeah.
With Blackburn. So, and then he went on from Blackburn to Bolton and then Bury. But he also went to Manchester City when Peter Reid left Everton.
Got you, yeah.
He went to Manchester City. He was assistant manager under Mick Lyons at Grimsby Town. He went back to Wrexham as assistant manager under Dean Saunders. He's had a colourful career, let's just say. He worked till the day he died. He was an analyst for a scout analyst. He was for Bury.
Right.
Burnley. It was one of the two.
Got you.
Home. It was, sorry. Another team.
Yeah.
It was for Hull. Yeah, he finished his career with Hull.
So, Cristian, how old were you when your dad was playing for Everton?
When I can remember, or when my dad was playing for Everton when I was born. He finished 3 years later. 2 years later would have been 78. I was born in 76.
Right.
Gutted. I never ever got the chance to watch my dad.
Got you.
Grace the field at Goodison Park.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched him in hundreds of charity matches and players' testimonials, though.
Yeah.
And yeah, he could kick a ball around. I mean, there's not much on YouTube or social media of my dad playing, but what there is you could tell he was one of the fans, you know, like in the hearts of the fans. The fans loved him because he got stuck in. They called him also. He has all sorts of nicknames: Terry the Tiger, El Tel, all sorts. Most people knew by the name Herbie, and he never told me why, and I don't know why he had that name. Maybe because he was lucky sometimes.
So yeah, I guess so. It's always been Everton for you, obviously, hasn't it, Chris? You know what I mean? From your dad, that's where it started and stemmed from, hasn't it? I mean, was your dad a Blue before he started playing for Everton?
He would play for Liverpool Schoolboys.
Right. Okay.
And Everton came knocking, and as it is in every family on Merseyside, and I'll say Merseyside and nowhere else is because it's basically where Everton and Liverpool are based. Most families, either one or the other, or they're half and half.
Yeah.
Like, I've got 4 kids. My eldest lad, he's 27 now, and he's a red.
Wow.
I know. My other 3 are mad Evertonians.
Yeah,
My 21-year-old Kira, she's like an encyclopedia of knowledge of the football club, and she's 21 years of age. She knows more about it than me. Amazing. Honestly, right back to the beginning, at the start. My lads, 13 and 11, so they're at that age where they just want to go to the game, and it's hard because most people think I'm a season ticket holder because of who my dad does, and it doesn't work out like that, unfortunately. Right, okay. And there's 5 of us, so if I ever wanted a ticket or 5 tickets, then my dad would get it boxed off and sorted out for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I've got to pay. I do pay, and I do get to games, and I'm lucky because Darren Griffiths, who does the commentary with Ian Snowden, he gets me tickets from the Everton Players Foundation, which apparently is for ex-players, family members, and people like myself, you know, who want to get to the game and I can't. So they do a lot for the ex-players' families and the current players' families.
That's amazing.
And then you've got the Heritage Society. They do the same. It'll say Heritage Society or Players Foundation on the ticket, but it'll still have the price on it. The VAT pay for it, the full VAT.
Right.
But when that day I met you, they were comps, and they sent him for our Alex, because he'd had a brain injury a couple of years ago,
Got you.
and they've been fantastic with him. We never asked for anything from Everton, but
No.
when that happened to him, they invited us to Finch Farm, and mentally for me and his mum, it was well, it still isn't. It's just a nightmare.
Is he okay now?
Well, it's kind of like beginning. We got told that we'd start noticing signs, with this like brain injury to which front. Oh, what is it called? You've got one on your left and your right. I forget what they're called. But the one that controls your emotions and your
Right.
behavior was damaged by the bleed.
Right.
But so it's coming out in him a bit now, but it can't be out. It's not his fault. We're learning some control practices with him. It can happen to anyone, Ryan. It's called an ABI,
Right.
an acquired brain injury. He was just at school and he collapsed at school.
Wow.
Next thing, we're at Western first. He was there for 18 hours and then blue lighted to Alderey. And we were told that he had 15%, 20% chance of living. The surgeon
Wow.
even said it'd be pointless doing the operation. So we're lucky that he did do the operation because he's still here. And I mean, a bit of a nasty kid. It's better than no kid to get what I mean.
Yeah.
So all I can say is like to anyone out there is to just be
That's
aware that it can happen. It can just happen to anyone like that. Just
so no head
not
injury or anything like that, just a simple
no
bleed
because
on the
no
brain.
no he'd been playing football. Hadn't hit the leagues yet where they can use their head. Heading in the ball.
Mm.
He's been playing football now for 6 seasons. Um, and he's won all sorts of trophies. And even the doctor said he's okay to go back playing football. So it was just one of them things. Nothing, just out of the blue.
I'm going to ask you a question, Christian.
Go on.
Obviously, the main point of this video is, and obviously this content that we produce here, um, what does Everton mean to you?
It's all my life. My
Yeah.
life, it always has been it. Um, like when my dad passed, I created a Facebook group
Yeah. Yeah.
called Blue and White School of Science. I've got 4,000 members nearly now over the 3 years since my dad passed away. It's been the greatest grieving too I've ever done. If I hadn't created it, I couldn't tell you I would have grieved up for him more. Because I was getting thousands of messages, and I'm not joking, hundreds and couple of hundred a day at least. Over 1,000 a week I was getting from people. And like, it wasn't that I was ungrateful for it. It was just I felt like I wasn't getting time to grieve myself, uh, and I know a lot of fans grieve for him because of the minute's applause against Man United that year, the month
Yeah.
after he passed, and we won 1-0. I mean, I was brought from hospital to the game. I had pneumonia and then took back to the hospital, and it
Wow.
demanded them that they let me go, and give them the due they brought me, and it was amazing. And I just I couldn't grieve. So I created this group and thought, well, people control the messages and the comments and that instead of, messaging me personally,
Yeah.
constantly. And it just took off from there. And it's been a real help. My partner, she's been a massive help. She understood what I went through. it was hard. And like when that happened to Alex, I mean, the trauma he was going through and having to deal with,
Yeah.
Everton became part of his life to help him with his trauma, as they still do when they send him, like, I'll get a message, got tickets here, couple of tickets, so either mum or me will take him. And they send some compliments to let him know that they're still thinking about him and what happened to him and stuff like that. And Everton to me it's always been family to me.
Yeah.
I remember the parties, Christmas parties we used to go when I was a kid, and they give you an Atari computer or a ZX Spectrum, or 1 year you get a Commodore 64. Who does that?
Yeah.
To get what I mean? I know that the players' kids and stuff, but I'm surprised he gave us anything. 1 year when me and my twin brother Terry and my little Michael Lyons, Lyons' son, 40 minutes for Everton, we used to play. I think it was Oxford in a cup game. We poured all the soap powder. They used to have these big square bats in the changing rooms then, and we poured it all into there. And then we went back to the players' lounge. And I remember security running in, screaming, "Where's Terry? Where's Terry?" And Mick. And when we got back into the tunnel, it was floor to ceiling with bubbles. When I come out the changing room.
Kids are
Uh,
kids.
uh, yeah, honestly, it was hilarious. It was like, I don't know, it was like about an hour before the game. So before the game then, it wasn't like the players would come out to have a quick warm up, an hour before. They'd be
Yeah.
in the bar in the players' lounge. They'd have a quick pint or whatever, and then they'd go down and get ready about 20 minutes, half an hour before the game. So they had all that to clean up, and I remember it. Howard wasn't impressed.
I can imagine. I've noticed your is that a drawing or is it a painting of your dad in the background?
You know this, Brian? This is a painting.
Painting. Aye,
It's
I
a
can see it
painting.
now.
And it was painted by someone called Anthony Dempsey. You you might have seen him on Facebook. And, so, it scares me sometimes when I look at it.
It's very good.
Oh, no, like, yourself when you watch something on the cellar, it never does it justice. Like when we watched the stadium being built,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
looked fantastic until you got up close and you thought, whoa, we looked way more better up close. Never does it justice. It's unbelievable, and some of the stuff he does is amazing. So shout out to him,
Yeah, really good.
to
Really,
Anthony,
really good
for
work that you
doing it.
can tell. The detailing superb.
Yeah, the picture's actually on Google. I think that's where he might have got it from. It's where he's jumping up. I think as Everton's going to score against Bayern Munich. What a
So what?
night that was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we was there. We was only like young, but I remember that night, me. Under the lights at Goodison, it was an amazing night. I remember the celebration afterwards too. I'm sure half of them come back for a lock-in at my mum's pub.
Awesome
So
stuff, mate. So did your mum have a pub? Yeah.
she had a couple. She had the Cheshire Yeoman in the Sutton in Ellesmere Port on the
Oh yeah.
Wirral. Um, she had the Pear Tree in Melling near Kirby. And my mum and dad co-run the Red Lion facing the Flint Castle in
Right.
Flint, North Wales. And we had the park in Tubrook for a bit, but I think my mum was just stepping in, for a manager there for a few months.
Got you.
So we moved about quite a lot, really.
Oh
We
yeah,
had
when
an
you were
house.
younger.
Yeah, we had a house in Lydiate in a place called Mago, near Ormskirk. So that's where I first went to school there. School for me was a nightmare. I got bullied and that,
Did
you
you?
know. Well, cause back in the 80s, like, I mean, I went to public school. Most of the footballers kids did that.
Right.
Not like now, hundreds of £1,000s a week. You go send the kids private school, you don't find them in your local public school. Do you get what I mean, Ryan?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so me and my twin brother, we got it in high school because of where my dad was. But in primary school, we didn't. We looked after Mick Lyons' lad in primary school because he got picked on. So I found it hard. And then from first year, we moved to Ellesmere Park from a goal. So I had to start second year high school in another school. And that for me was a massive transition I couldn't get over. And my
Schools.
dad didn't. My dad sent to school with a briefcase each on the first day. Like it was eating
Yeah.
somewhere like that. Honest to God, and that got smashed over my head on first day.
School's so hard,
it,
mate. It
it,
is. It's so hard. School is difficult.
it was,
Back then,
but it
and it
made me
is
the
still
man I am
now.
today.
Yeah.
It made me the man I am today. And I'm a family man. I'm a happy-go-lucky. People who know me know exactly what I am, what I'm worth, who I am. I mean, I do have mental health problems like anyone else. I have struggled right since I was about 13. So I'm on some medication for it, but does it help? Who knows? Who
I'm
knows?
sure. Yeah, yeah. Well, it looks like it's helping, mate. And that's the main thing is you're alive and kicking, and you're a you're a full blown Evertonian, and like you've obviously stated there, Everton means everything to you.
Oh, it does. I could have been a professional basketball player. I had a contract in
Really?
front of me and a pen in my hand, yeah, to play for Chester Jets when I left school. But I hated the PE teacher, and he hated me. He hated me for some reason.
Really?
And yeah, yeah. My dad was called into the office and everything, and I refused to sign it out of spite. But I wouldn't be here now, and I wouldn't have the family that I've got,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't be sat in this chair, would I? If I'd signed it, because I'd have had a different life, and we all know that.
Mate,
Paths lead
decisions,
to
innit?
different
Decisions, end
things.
of the day.
Yeah, you stay on the path you're on. You know what I
No,
mean,
well,
Ryan? Bit
yeah,
like yourself with you like you've been to your health and you're having the right supplements and doing right. You've got your YouTube channel. You've got you got your Jude and your missus. You
yeah,
know,
multiple
she,
businesses
yeah,
keeps
yeah.
me going.
She seems to be doing well for herself. Jude looks well playing football the way he does. He reminds me of our Alex, bringing medals and trophies home all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's what I love, me seeing my kids do that.
Our Jude,
You know what I
honestly,
mean?
mate, our Jude is like when you watch Jude in training, he's an absolute worldie. Honestly, he's so good, and he conducts himself like he's the best player in training. Honestly, every single
Yeah,
week.
that's what you want.
But then it comes to
Yeah,
game day, and he's a different person. He's a different player. He goes within himself. He suppresses his talent. It's like he doesn't know where he wants to be on the pitch. And then it's all natural in training. But as soon as it comes to that game day, listen, he's only 9. Do you know what I mean? And I sound like I'm being really critical here, but he's one of these players who'll be amazing, and then
Oh yeah,
you won't see anything of him for about 5 games, and then he'll be amazing again, and then you'll see nothing
yeah,
from him
yeah.
for another 4 or 5 games.
Listen, our Alex is exactly the same.
Is you
Honestly, yeah. Well, he takes the throw-ins, the free kicks, and the corners, and he's right back.
right?
Like just like his granddad, just like his dad.
How old is Alex?
Alex is 11 now.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah. So, me and I was Sally had a little stint at Grimsby when we were younger. I've got a picture here. Me and I was Sally when we was at Grimsby.
Brilliant.
When
Quality,
my
mate.
dad and Mick was there. And I think we were only young there. I think we were about 10, something like that. Yeah, something like that. I loved it there. He was only there for a season. But he used to love going down Cleethorpes, to the coast. And seeing all fishing boats come in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bringing the fish in the morning. So we used to love going down there, and there was a massive arcade they had on the front that we used to love going in there with them the shooting game, but it was like a big Western theme set up. You'd have to shoot the barrels, and the toilet door would open with the cowboy on the toilet and stuff like that. All the old games, you don't see them about anymore, Ryan.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
think
all inflatable, like
if you
the
live by the
bubbles that you
coast
run
and you
round
live
in.
if you live by the coast and live by the sea, I think people seem to struggle better with their mental health and
Yeah,
being close to the seaside, etc.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, we're in St. Helens, so uh, we're not exactly near the coast. We are inland.
Yeah. We've got quite a lot of lakes where we are and stuff, but we're not where I'm based. I'm not too far away from like St. Anne's. We like going over there.
All right, yeah,
Um,
nice.
so it is nice over there. David Moyes actually lives there in St. Anne's.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, nice. We've got
mm,
a place called Sankey Valley. What runs past, well, I don't know, 500 meters from the house, 1,000 meters from the house. I reckon it'd be a running track, and it goes from Liverpool to Manchester. It links up to part of the ship canal,
yeah.
Sankey Valley, it's called. So you've got Nine Arches Bridge on it. What that Stevenson's rocket come over the first train. Well, that bridge was built for that train. And then you've got you walk past places like the theme park, Gulliver's World, and things like that. It
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
on for miles, and there's just nature everywhere. That's nice. That's a nice part of it. Billy Moore give it a bad rep where we are. He come round, he said it was a shithole. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for swearing. I don't know if he can or not. I know you can on YouTube, but I don't know if you can on your channel.
It's all right,
But
no worries.
anyway, he come round and give it a really bad rep, and it's not that bad. But Melissa, my partner, she says it's because I'm not from round here. I mean, I've been round here like nearly 30 years now, 30 plus years, well, 30 years when my dad comes to St. Helens. And I love it here. But she might have a point, when you move a place and you like it, it's probably because it's from where you're not from. And I think through moving around a lot, as well as a kid, that I kind of found my own base, if you
Yeah.
get what I mean.
See, Pete, Evertonians always used to say to me, the accent, what about the accent? And I always say, well, my dad's dad was born in Birkenhead. My dad's dad then moved to Darwin, had my dad, who was born in Darwin. My dad then met my mum, who had me born in Blackburn. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. So I am
Yeah,
obviously,
they're all Rovers fans down there, aren't they?
yeah,
You're in Rovers country there.
that's it.
Yeah. So,
Well, Christian, we're down to the last 7 minutes of recording. Um, how do you want to leave? How do you want to leave it, mate? Have you got anything else you'd like to add?
if anyone wants to subscribe to my channel in the
Yeah,
blue corner on YouTube, they're quite welcome to. I'm only new anyway, Ryan, as you know, and you know yourself how hard it is to break into this game, but
well, it takes
in a
time.
in a
You got
way,
to. It
in
takes
a way,
time.
I
You've got to
think.
be consistent.
Oh God, yeah, no, yeah, and I think in time, even if it's a couple of years, as long as I keep at it, and I keep looking at that picture, and my dad keeps me going to get what I mean. This is what I mean about Everton helping you. Like me. I'm trying to keep my dad's name alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he didn't get a big like. Imagine the years he was there, and he never got a stone with his face on. And like, like some of the players they'd only been there like a couple of years, 5 years, and you got a stone and stuff like that.
Right.
And like, so I do it to remember me dad like that. He's got an optimum stone, my dad, the white one, about that big, what run along the bottom sides and the top of the
Yeah.
Everton way. So I'm hoping to get a stone in the railway bit as well,
Oh,
though.
yeah. That's been added, hasn't it? Yeah.
That's gonna look absolutely amazing. What do
Yeah.
you think of the ground quick before you get off?
What do I think of it, mate? I am in love with the stadium. Um,
Yeah,
it took me, I remember when I first went to the first test event, and obviously we were still at Goodison at that point, and it felt weird. Obviously, we were there to watch the under 21s, weren't we? And
I bet
it
it's
felt
dead
weird.
going.
It just didn't feel it felt like I were almost cheating on my wife going to this new stadium. It felt like I was cheating on Goodison. That's how I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
explain it. And
yeah.
then the Roma friendly, obviously that was the first time I got to sit in my seat and take it all in what it's going to be like. And then, mate, the Brighton game was just like
Put
unbelievable.
the
Do you know
icing
what I
on the
mean?
cake.
It felt
Oh
like
yeah,
home straight away from that game. That game couldn't have gone any better for me. And we're growing into it, aren't we? There's going to be little
yeah.
hiccups. There's going to be games where
Fulham game was fantastic, wasn't it?
Fulham
Best
was
ball
superb.
control I've seen. It
Yeah,
was best ball control I've seen all season. If we
yeah,
can do that next week against United, we should smash them
yeah.
because they're not playing well.
I think we're a good away team, aren't we? I think we do
We
well
are, yeah,
away. Do you know what I mean? So there seems to be
and
a
we're
bit
only
more
four
pressure on
points
us at
off
home.
Liverpool. 4 points off Liverpool, we are.
Yeah.
Be nice to finish above them this season. Stop trying to do me anyway, Ryan.
Mid-table has got to be a marker, hasn't it? It really has.
Oh, massive, massive improvement.
Yeah, we have to push ourselves. We've got to keep, when there's them games where, like, there's them tough games that where a team will come and set up to make it difficult. We have to try our best to keep probing away and keep chipping away and looking at different ways of winning the game. And we did that against Fulham. Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We made Fulham look
definitely,
really poor, and that's what we've got to try
definitely.
and do.
I thought we got a bad rap though against Sunderland because because of where they are and there's a reason why they're where they are. You know
Oh
what I
yeah, they're a
mean?
good side.
We
Yeah,
we, we should have won the game to be honest, but it was just one of them things. But I thought we did play well. I thought some of the players got a bit of stick that they shouldn't have got, but it is what it is, isn't it?
listen, at the end of the day,
Fans are
mate, if
50-50.
we had a firing number 9 in that game, we would have been out of sight, wouldn't we? No
Oh,
disrespect to Barry,
five
but
nil.
it would have been 2-0 after 20 minutes, 25 minutes,
Oh
and it'd
yeah,
been a different
definitely,
game,
definitely.
so
Um, let's hope January brings something.
yeah. I nearly said an early Christmas present then, but it's after Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, a nice
Yeah,
late Christmas present, yeah.
that would be nice, wouldn't it? So, uh, yeah, I made up of. Come on, you
Hey,
show
no, I
Ryan.
appreciate you coming on, Christian. Obviously, we've been chatting about this for some time, haven't we, mate? And we've not got
Yeah,
round
yeah,
to it. This is only my
and you
third
know,
episode of what Everton
yeah.
means to
So
me.
if you haven't watched Ryan's other 2 episodes, you should go back on his channel and watch them
Yeah, we had
because
Jamie Yates
they're
on.
really
Jamie Yates
good.
was the person who inspired me to
Yeah,
produce this level of content. And
right.
obviously I've got you on now, and I'm hoping to grow it and build it. I'm going to bring one of my friends on who's a Blackburn Rovers fan. So he's going to come on talking what it's like being a Rover. He's going to talk about the Venkies, etc., the owners of the club. Such a super passionate Blackburn Rovers fan. And I want to bring on
Just can't
multiple.
believe what's happened to the club. I
Oh,
can't
mate,
believe
no.
what happened.
You
I
know,
can't believe it.
I spent 12 years
Shouldn't
working
be
there.
where they are, so should be in the Premiership, Blackburn, because they were a Premiership side.
Yeah.
You know what happened? I don't know what happened. I remember my dad taking me, my eldest lad. He was only young at the time, and my daughter Kira, she was only that big.
Yeah.
And they let us on the pitch, let us score a goal and stuff. While my dad was there, and it was pristine the ground. They
Brilliant.
just put the Jack Walker statue outside it
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
couple of weeks earlier. So yeah, I liked it. I liked Blackburn, Sutton and Shearer and Flitcroft and Colin Hendry and was it Tim Sherwood in goal? Was it? No, not Tim
Centre mid.
Sherwood.
Tim
Centre
Flowers.
mid. Tim Flowers, that was it. Tim Sherwood. Yeah, I can remember them players, mate. Um, but yeah, I can't believe what's happened to the club.
Well,
So a lot
buddy,
of club.
listen, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the filming is
No
going to
problem.
stop now because we only get 40 minutes until I
Go
upgrade
on.
this piece of software. But thanks for coming on, mate. I really
It's
appreciate you.
okay, Ryan.
All right.
Hopefully I'll be on my show one day,
Why not, mate? Let's do it.
you know.
Peace
So
out, Blues. Thanks for
listen,
watching. Subscribe to the
take
channel if you
care.
haven't done so already. Click that bell to turn on post notifications. Up the toffees, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, Christian.
Cheers, Ryan. Up the top is.